Don't you ever forget it, forget.
Hey guys, okay, this is going to be get ready with me. I'm gonna put in clips and a video of this outfit, and hope you like that. But this look, I use a couple Morphe palettes. I'm gonna get my life together. Morphe palettes, and get this hair out of my damn way. So yeah, Morphe. So I use this palette. This is the Morphe 12P. And I use this blue and this green and this yellow. The yellow really didn't. The yellow was too. It wasn't bright. That's the word I'm going for. The yellow wasn't bright enough for me. So I went in with this yellow from the 35B palette. And on my center of my lid is this color right here. It's in what you call it? It's a shimmery yellow, and it takes a lot to build it up to get where I was going for. I hope you can see it. What else? Also use a little bit of this green as well, but I think that green and this green is like the same. Let's watch it. We got nothing but toy here.
Here it is. A 45-year-old.
Oh wow, this is really powdery and dry. That's the word. This one, the 12P, is a lot drier, and the 25B is a little bit more smoother. Yeah. Okay, this is the 24B and this is the 12P. The 12P is a lot drier, and I found that within this palette was extremely dry, and I feel like this blue, when I put it on, it was a little bit patchy. I did start off using, what is it, these two colors right here all over the lid, and then I used, what is it, these two right here on my brow bone. I only use this just to like transition color, and I want to do a look just completely with this look, with this palette, because the other ones, this was just extremely dry and patchy, and maybe I need to try out some more colors in it. But this yellow was just hard as hell to work with. It was just chalky, and then this yellow was sort of bright, but that's why I went in with this too. Like I had to use those two yellows plus this to just get the look I was trying to go for. This palette is a little bit more smoother, but it's something about this palette I think that's like irritating my eyes. Okay guys, I started off with MAC's Chromaline in white, and I blend that with a synthetic brush all the way up and around my eye. I use those two colors right there to put all over my eye, and that is from the Morphe 25A palette. So I just set my whole entire eye with that. Okay, then I went into the same palette, the 25A, and I blended a mid-tone brown color into my crease to start, and then also did my brow bone color. This palette was okay. I need to use it again to really get a feel for it. So then I got into my other Morphe palette, and that's the 12P palette, and I started with that blue, and I blended that into my crease and a little bit upward. And then I also went into the inner part of my eye with the same color with a smaller brush to blend that into the meeting with the other part of the crease, because I am doing a halo eye. So I set the color in with the little crease brush, and then I went in with a fluffy brush to blend all of that out. Okay, then I went into that green color, which was in the another Morphe palette, which was the 35B palette. So I blended that in upward into my crease. And then I used a LA Girl concealer. I went in with a LA Girl concealer, and it is in Toffee in the center of my eye, just to carve out exactly where I wanted the eyeshadow to go. So I went back into the Morphe 25P, and I added that yellow, which was in that palette, and I really didn't like it. As you can see, it wasn't very bright, and it didn't really show up. It kind of gave me like a mustard color. So I went into the 35B, and I added that yellow, and it still didn't give me exactly what I was looking for. So I added the yellow within the 35B palette, a shimmer yellow right there, and I wet my brush, and then I put that in the center, which then I got what I was looking for. Also, I did later go in with a black from that same palette and put that into the inner and outer crease area, because I felt like everything looked a little Crayola to me, and I wanted to give some more depth to my eye. So I continue putting that glitter shade on the center of my eye. Alright, then I went into my ColourPop eyeliner, and that's in Workout. And then I also went into my Select Cover Up Matte Concealer. This is in NW45, and I cleaned out the outer part of that eye just to make it look crisp and really define that the look a little bit more. Okay, now I'm going to prime my face with the NARS new Pore and Shine Control Primer. I'm also going to put on Marc Jacobs Dewdrops, and I'm using Kevyn Aucoin's Etherealist Skin Illuminating Foundation. This color is in Deep, and I did find it was a tad dark, but I ended up making it work with the concealers that I used with it, which was my Tarte Shape Tape, and that is in Deep. And I also used the new Lancome Tint Idole Ultra Wear Camouflage Concealer, which is in 510. And when I put it on for the first time, which is in this video, I realized that it's not as bright as what I want it to be. So I am thinking about getting the same concealer in a like one shade up. So I end up just using my Tarte Shape Tape to brighten it up a little bit more. And that's just me blending that out. I use my Marc Jacobs foundation brush. Yeah, their foundation brush to blend that on out. Okay, then I went in to set that concealer in with my Chanel translucent powder. It's in 40 Adore. And then I also went in with my Hourglass ambient light, and that is in diffuse light up under my eyes. And I also did use my Becca powder. I got this from Ulta. It's the multitasking perfecting powder, which is in warm honey. Then I went in with Bobbi Brown stick foundation, and it's called 10 Espresso, and I did my contour with that, which I absolutely love this stick foundation. As you can see, if you can see, that it's like really worn down, because I really love this contour. Well, I use it as a contour, but somebody darker can easily use it as foundation. Okay, then I use that same Chanel translucent powder to set underneath my contour with the sponge that came with it. And I'm going to set my whole face. I kind of forgot. Okay. I had to set my whole face with the sheer loose powder from Bobbi Brown in Warm Chestnut Tin. So I knocked all of that off with that powder. And I really do like this powder. First time using it, but I did like it. So now I'm going into my bronzer, which is the NARS Fallacies bronzer, and I just got that and trying. I think it's like the second time using it, and I really did like it. And then I also contoured a little with my Kevin Kwan contour powder in Deep. I really do like it because it is subtle and it's not over the top contour. It's very subdued. Then I'm going in with that same blue color from before, and I'm going to put that up under my eye. I didn't use anything as a base. I just went ahead with the color right up under my eye, and then also went back into the 35B palette for that green, just to add a little bit more dimension, and also put a little bit of black on the outer parts of my eye. Then I also went into that 35B palette again and put that shimmery yellow in the inner part, and I also added a little bit of purple on the outer part from the 35B palette as well, just to add some dimension and a little bit more color to my eye other than green. I also went into my Alchemist palette from Kat Von D, trying out the blue highlight in there, and it looked really ashy on me. So I went in with the Glow Kit by Anastasia, and I went into Moonstone to highlight my face. I'm using my highlight brush from Sephora to do that. And I kind of went in with the highlight. Then I went into my Tarte Amazonian blush, which is in Natural Beauty, on my cheeks to give me a slight flush. And we're going to get into my outfit at the end of this video. So I hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching.
I'm lying in the back of my daddy's old pickup truck, looking up in the sky at the stars. All I